was developed, I think, in the mid-90s under President Evan Dobell, who was very interested in developing the kind of connection with the community. Because he came from a political background, was able to bring together, a variety of partners, the state government, the city government, and other kinds of resources to construct that project. But I think at the time, as I understand, that neighborhood, it was very dilapidated, declined bus depot. And also there was also a time where the neighborhoods really were having a lot of difficulties, problems with gang activities, other kinds of what you call modern sort of urban ills of America. And so I think kind of presented an opportunity. There's a growing urban scholarship on this subject between how the city and the universities work together as partners. I think the learning corridor became really a relatively big example for a small liberal arts college to have the kind of impact that it had. The built environment is so critical, to the social life, of a community. And and that completely redefined, if you will, the physical distance, and I think kind of shortened that distance and changed how the mutual perception between the community and the college, because you have this new, integrated space of learning, for kids, from the city. So that presented the opportunity for Trinity faculty and students to step out of campus, to go beyond, the boundary of the campus, and reach into these schools. So a variety of partnerships that have been formed in terms of, after-class tutoring, students, tutoring math classes, doing other things, faculty, working with different, for example, the arts academy there. We have a dance and performance department, so faculty have been working with them. And so there's actually numerous ways that that relationship has been strengthened. And I think that the development of the corridor also has a broader spillover effects on the larger community, to the neighboring neighborhoods, the adjacent neighborhoods. I think also benefit from that, and having the kind of students coming in, the schools, doing a variety of events and activities. And I think at an even broader level, I would say, that probably set up an example or model of collaboration, between even a small liberal arts college and, a small size city, of developing a major partnership, realizing, the world has changed, urban environment has changed. In the case of Hartford, certainly has changed in the direction of more challenges because the protracted, loss of jobs and economic difficulties. So for students realizing how that environment has changed and thinking about how they connect what they study in a liberal arts setting vis-a-vis in terms of the economic opportunities, or in some cases lack of these opportunities, getting back to your early point. So they have to realize they have to understand the real world much more directly, in a much more sort of engaged fashion. And I think the Learning Corridor Trinity partnership, relationship has really brought about those new ways of looking at some traditional subjects.